Hello, my name is Jason Latimer, and I wanted to talk about something I call technical storytelling. So, for myself, I'm in the food service industry as a service tech manager now, but I just wanted to talk about something that's, in my opinion, has been something very important to me, and that's communication. And we all consider communication, customer service, how we talk to the customers, our fellow technicians, our office, dispatch, parts, whoever. But what I'd like to talk about is how you tell your story, your technical stories, your notes. So, how I like to do it is I like to always tell a beginning, a middle, and the end. So I want to say what I found, what I did about it, and how that piece of equipment is behaving now. If found something broken, explain what you found, and you could give a description of how that created the problem. And then you can end it with, the unit is working normally on, and then you initial it. My complete notes, how I write my notes is today's date, the model and serial number upon arrival, who I spoke to, what I found, what I did about it, and how it's working now, sign off. So I consider this super important because you got to keep in mind that you're not the only one reading these notes. The middle of that, the what you found, what you did, and how it's working now, that's information that you want for your customer, but also for technicians that might follow up behind you in the work you're doing. I've read a lot of notes over the years, and I take a lot of pride in that and understanding what people are trying to say. So I feel that if I work on a piece of equipment, when I'm done with it, whether I complete it that day, whether it's going into a quote status, whether I'm looking for parts, or I need to continue to come back and further diagnose for whatever reason, maybe the unit is frozen, whatever it may be, you might not always be the one that returns on that piece of equipment in many cases. So you want to make sure that you're giving the next technician all the information, a complete story of what's going on. They shouldn't have to call you. They shouldn't have to try to track you down. You might be off for a very good reason. You might, had no intention of coming back and you were just starting this for them. So, just want to keep in mind that you want to tell a very good technical story. And I look at technical stories as, one of the three skills you need to always improve. You need to always improve your customer service, your technical prowess, and how you take your notes and how you communicate in your notes. A good way to understand what your technicians understand about what they're doing is to do an audit. So in other words, an audit would be logging into your technician's notes and just reading all the tickets they've done for the last 2 weeks. So you'll see if they have a consistent story. You'll see if they actually understand what they're saying, and you'll be able to coach on that. In a lot of instances, notes are read for billing purposes to, if something's caught. Managers end up reading a lot of notes because there's a potential billing issue, there's a potential callback, and there's questions. But this is reactive. The labor, the fuel, the material has all been spent. About time it gets back to the manager and they need to review these notes. I'm talking about being proactive and actually going through and trying to get a good understanding of your technician's comprehension of what they're doing by going through and taking some time to get to know them. You get to know people by talking to them, or better yet, you get to know people by listening to them. And the best way to do that technically is to go through their technical notes and read what they're saying. And you're looking for consistency in their message, their technical story, that they're telling a complete story. And, once you do a few weeks of reading that, you'll see that a technician is squared away. You will see exactly where they need help and what they're talking about. And if you're in a position of management, then you've probably made it there because you were a pretty good technician, because you had good communication, good technical service, good customer service, all those things. So if you step back and take an opportunity to read their notes, I think you can put yourself in their shoes. You'll be able to see exactly, hey, I've done this same job, and based on the symptoms, what they found here, I know that this is normally the fix for it, and this is how it should be behaving afterwards. It comes with time and experience, but that's why you're in that position, I would say. So again, I'm just I just wanted to share that something very important to me, and it's something I call technical storytelling, and that's how you communicate in your notes. So take that for what it is. If you have any questions, you guys can always hit me up. I'd love to have a conversation. I'm a big proponent of communication, keep saying technical service, communication, customer service, and technical jargon, I guess. But with that being said, I just wanted to share that with you. It's very important to me, and I'd like to think it's very important to this industry, you as a technician in your growth, and for your organization. All right, have a nice day, everyone.